No problem. Okay. We have a resolution to amend the agenda to add. If everybody should have the election commissioners, Chair entertain a motion to amend the agenda.
So moved. I second it, President.
Motion been made and second. All in favor, right hand. Opposed, the same sign. Motion carried. Chair entertain a motion to adopt the working agenda for today.
So moved. I second it, President.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Any further? All in favor, right hand, please. Opposed, the same sign. Motion carried. Okay. First, we'll turn the floor over to the mayor.
Good afternoon. First thing I'll talk about the sales tax allocation. The sales tax allocation for the month of January 2026 was $396.64. This is a decrease of $41,415.70 or negative 8.94% from January 2025 allocation. For this fiscal year, we have collected over $1,699,726.64, a decrease of $54,623.71, which is 3.11 cents less than the tax allocation for the year beginning October 1, 2024. Employee benefit update. The account balance of the health insurance account for the month ending December 2025 is $556,943.60. Election Commission updates. These names are being presented to you all for the interim election commission to serve as the interim: Robert Tanner, Christopher Carpenter, and Avery Gibbons. Mr. Tanner is from Ward 3, Ms. Gibbons is from Ward 7, and Mr. Christopher Carpenter is from Ward 1. They are here today, correct? Okay, and I know Ms. Gibbons says she is at a doctor's appointment. I'm not sure if she made it.
Okay.
At this time, the special election contract is on the back, and this came from the office of Mr. Johnny Gare. Feel free to look through it at your leisure. If you have any question or you would like for Mr. Carpenter or Mr. Tanner to speak, feel free to do so.
Well, President, I think when we get down to it, we may have a question in, President.
Okay.
That's not, let's carry on.
Let's carry on. Okay.
All right. Also, ordinance presented by Mr. Darren Green and Marvin Russell. Mr. Marvin Russell, the information that we provided in regards to the ordinance about abandoning and vacant facilities, as well as I'll allow them to speak.
Okay.
Man, floor.
Go ahead, Mr. Russell.
Good day to the council. The two ordinances that I'm going to review here, you have them at your leisure there. One is the accumulation of trash, tires, appliances, white goods, excessive accumulation of litter or refuses, accumulation of offensive substances. It shall be unlawful for the owner, occupant, or any other person to place or store or permit to be placed or stored on any vacant lot or parcel of land situated within the city, any trash, tires, or white goods, including but not limited to washing machines, water heaters, and any other abandoned appliances, and to permit such trash, tires, white goods to remain on for a period of over 24 hours. This ordinance here is just basically looking at what we have, a wide variety or abundance of accumulation throughout the city. The ordinance for vacant and abandoned structures. This, the mayor, last council meeting, he made reference to this and it was adopted by Hattiesburg and Vicksburg. So in these just address some of the general questions, like what's the purpose of a vacancy registration ordinance? The ordinance addresses the negative effect of chronic property vacancy, including property decay, crime, and declining property values, by establishing standards and facilitating communication for vacant properties in Greenwood. Which areas are affected by the ordinance? The ordinance applies to properties in downtown district, commercial district, and designated wards. Implementation will be phased in as follows. April the 1st, 2026, downtown district, Ward 5, 6, and 7. June 1st, 2026, Wards 1, 2, 3, and 4. August the 1st, 2026, the commercial district. What is a vacant structure? A structure without active utility service, water, electricity, is considered vacant for a single-family residential property. For all other properties, a structure without a current privilege tax license as applicable. Water and electricity for 60 days is classified as vacant. Registration requirements. What is the registration timeline? Property owners must register their vacant properties within 45 days of receiving a written notice. What information is required to register? Owners must provide property details, ownership and management contact information, proof of liability insurance, $100,000 minimum, or a surety bond reviewed by the city, a comprehensive maintenance and rehabilitation plan with anticipated timelines, a floor plan for code enforcement and emergency purposes, no trespassing placards for the property. How long does this registration last? Registration must be renewed annually until the property is deemed occupied and in compliance with all city codes. Fees and discounts. What are the registration and inspection fees? Single family homes, $250 initial registration. All other structures, $750 initial registration. Annual inspection fees, 1 penny square foot of or minimal $50 fees double each year that the property remains non-compliant. Are discounts available? Yes. If all registration paperwork is submitted within 45 days of notice, the property owner may qualify for a $100 discount. Late submissions may incur an additional $150 penalty. Exemption of fees and waivers. Are any properties exempt from registration? Properties with active utility services, single-family homes that meet maintenance standards, and properties under valid building permits are exempt. What fee waivers are available? Fee waivers may be granted only valid for 12 months for certain circumstances. Properties impacted by disasters, i.e. fire, flood, for up to 1 year. Indentured properties owners, first year only. Estate or property managed due to owner incapacity or up to 1 year. Property with active building permits. Non-residential properties maintained to the required standards. Standards and compliance. What maintenance standards apply to vacant properties? Standards include securing all entry points, preventing pests and infestation, repairing structural damage, maintaining waterproof exteriors, and ensuring drainage systems are functional. Additional requirements may apply to historic properties. What is the comprehensive plan of action? This is a detailed timeline for addressing violations, completing rehabilitation, maintaining the property while vacant, and outlining its future use. Updates are required every 6 months. Enforcement and penalties. What happens if a property owner does not register? Failure to register may result in a misdemeanor charge with fines up to $1,000 and potential administrative or civil actions. Will the city notify owners before taking enforcement actions? Yes. A written notice of violation will be issued, giving property owners a reasonable time frame to address the issues before further actions. Can property owners be criminally prosecuted? Yes. Violations are considered strict liability offenses, meaning no proof or intent is required. If there be any questions, I'll entertain them.
My president.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
Mr. Russell,
Yes.
go back to the ordering on the tires. I know we got tires everywhere.
Yes, sir.
Explain that order a little closer on the car tires or any kind of tire. We got them all over the city.
Accumulation of trash.
Yes, sir.
That's the first thing you read.
order.
Okay, yeah. Accumulation of trash, tires, appliances, or white goods. Excess accumulation of litter or refuses. Accumulation of offensive substances. It shall be unlawful for the owner, occupant, or any other person to place or store or permit to be placed or stored or on any vacant lot or parcel of land situated within the city any trash, tires, white goods, including but not limited to washing machines, water heaters, and other abandoned appliances, and to permit such trash, tires, and white goods to remain for a period of over 24 hours. Normally, what we find out is that a lot of people tend to bring or clear out houses, and they leave the garbage there. I remember off Avenue G one time, we had a whole line of garbage stacked up about as high as those doors, all the way down because someone just, throw the rubbish out there. You kind of figured that it would get people to, if you see someone throwing the trash out there, you would report it or call the city in any kind of a way. But we didn't have that. So what was happening was it accumulated. And we have other areas like downtown on Carrollton Street. They just stack tires out there just for the sake of doing it. But it put more responsibility on the property owners. Because when I was here about 7 years ago, there was the fact that we would have the property owners to take ownership of their property and to clear those tires and debris off those properties. Now we have to get back to it, but this is holding them more accountable.
Now, what's the fine on that for people got tires if they don't move the tires? And what's the time frame on moving them tires?
Well, it's basically the same as the rubbish and the other litter situation within 24 hours.
Okay. So what's the fine come behind that?
It can range anywhere from $1,000.
And what about tires we got thrown all around town? Like got a crash can, a dump can. Who's responsible for that tire? No one knows. Put them out there.
No one knows right now.
No one put a name on them.
Councilman McCoy, this has been one of the most serious problems that we've ever had.
Tire serious.
I remember when we did our cleanup, we got over 2,500 tires up off the ground. And then the following weekend, it was more. So if without eyes on it, without anyone telling us about it, if somebody put a tire in front of your house, you're going to call the police now because you don't want to spend that $1,000. But, it's putting more ownership on those who own the property. And it's sad to say that you have to get that way, but, hopefully, it costs less pennies of a dollar, other than $1,000, to take it out to the county landfill.
That's true.
So, we do have a means of disposing it, but we have to. We have to get some attention on it. It's sad.
Yeah, well. All right.
Ms. Jennings, you finished, Mr. Gore?
Yeah.
Okay. Ms. Jennings.
It's up to the neighbors. If I'm driving down John Pittman, I'll throw a McDonald's hamburger thing out, all my trash down the road. This place can tell you what the city fine is. What is it for throwing litter out on the street? 400 maybe? 400. And somebody throwing out refrigerators, microwaves, and beds, and tables, and chairs, and stuff. If a neighbor would call, they could split that fine with somebody. Then they'd call up and pay that $400 to get somebody. That's our problem in this town is everybody knows what's going on. Everybody does. Most everybody. If people don't start helping us, we can't do it all from this room. It's got to be from people that see a neighbor throwing something out. And it's awful. It's like there's been a war going on. Everybody's just throwing stuff out, holes for buildings. But some neighbors would pick up the bootstraps and call and get over there and send somebody over right quick while they're putting it out. You could probably stop some of that. That's what I would say to the public on that camera over there is if you see somebody doing it, if you like it, don't do it. Just leave it out. Let them leave it out there. But if you enjoy your neighborhood and appreciate the cleanliness, call the police department.
Well, I find it kind of ironic that we started picking up building debris now. It used to be we was having the. Now they've gotten kind of used to it. And when you get used to it, that's generally the way it goes. So.
Don, you got to come in.
Yeah, I think that the cleanup and the fine ordinance is great. I think that's well within our powers to enforce the laws and strengthen them. I do have a concern about the commercial property registration, and it started with the mayor passed out the information, and I saw that Vicksburg had a local and private legislation authorizing them to do that. And I did some preliminary digging, and I think the reason is that the normal cleanup statute where we can avoid dilapidated, make people clean up, 21-1911, gives cities authority, but it's kind of limited authority, and to go beyond the authority granted in the statute, I think that's why Vicksburg got this local and private legislation authorizing that registration system, and we may have to go that same route before we can go beyond what the statute says, which this is basically, it's giving us another regulatory tool. I'm not sure we can do it without getting that local and private. So we probably need to meet on that, maybe.
We can definitely meet on it, but based on the conversation I had with legislators, due to it being put in place with other cities, that provides the opportunity to do it as well.
Okay.
But we definitely want to make sure our I's and T's crossed before we fully implement.
I'm curious if Hattiesburg also got
Correct.
legislation to authorize them. Okay, we'll talk about that because I'd hate to enforce it and somebody challenges the legality of it. But we need to make sure we're jumping through all the right hoops.
Yeah, so I definitely had the conversation when it was brought to me. I definitely had the conversation this weekend, this past week about it, and they said that since it's already put on the books, it could be.
Because otherwise they'd have to piecemeal every city in the state that wants to do it.
Right.
Okay.
All right. And Mayor, wait, hold on, Mr. McCoy. That was your comment. I know you want. I'm gonna let you comment after.
So my comment is the reason why they're bringing forth the ordinance is due to the fact that we have certain places who have stoves, refrigerators that are accumulating in their yard. We have business who have tires who has become a nuisance with DEQ. Mosquito infestation, especially in the summer. So these are the ways to try to hold the owners accountable for it, as well as do a better job of cleaning up around their property.
Okay. Mr. McCoy.
Attorney, Give me that code again, Attorney. What's it?
21-19-11.
Okay.
That's what, anytime Ms. Dorsey comes before y'all, that's the statute that gives cities the teeth to make people clean up, board up, and authorizes the city to do it and impose fines.
Okay.
21-19-11.
Okay. Well, thank you,
Well, that's what, and that was going to be my comment, is what did Attorney Brock and Attorney Dorsey think about it? Because looking at it on paper, I'm 100% for it. So like the mayor said, we dot our I's and cross our T's on this. I think this is a good way of putting teeth into that ordinance. We've been talking about this for years. I mentioned that at the last meeting. So, Mayor, if you get this passed legally, I'm all for it. So, I am all for it. So, good job for researching this. Now, our next step is to put it on the agenda maybe at the next meeting for ordinance.
Yes, sir.
That will be our next step. And then it goes into effect, 90 days? 30 days. 30 days, okay. Yeah, 30 days it goes into effect.
Yes.
So if you feel comfortable after you've been to check things out and talk with Ms. Dorsey and attorney, put it on the agenda.
Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
President, that's something we really need, President.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
He put some teeth
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, President.
All right. Thank you, Marvin. Hey, Mr. Green.
Council, how y'all doing?
All right.
Hey, man.
If y'all look, the next ordinance we're going to talk about is the outside commercial vendor ordinance. I should place on each one of y'all desk. And what this thing is like, we have a lot of businesses that we losing because of outside vendors, such as when Waste Pro and Republic come in. And this ordinance out there that we haven't really been reinforcing, because if you look at the back page, we have lost from 2025 to 2026 over $4,000 a month, which is equivalent to like $2,000 in revenue for the every year, because of this business like Republican and Waste Pro coming in, and we're actually not charging them a franchise fee. So there should be in ordinance an annual permit fee that they have to pay plus their franchise fee for them just coming in and getting our business from the city. It's like we let them come in our backyard and get our business.
I agree. I totally agree. I got your email, man, and I meant to call you back and discuss that with you. Yeah. But I totally agree with what we're doing on that. They just can't come in and take our business.
Correct.
You know, the city needs this to survive.
Yeah.
And we losing revenue, and they making money off our constituents. Right. And we're not charging. They're going to private business when we're losing revenue. And we're picking up everybody else's garbage. It should be an ordinance to pick up all garbage.
Yeah, McDonald's. We just found out the two McDonald's in Greenwood, they sold out. They got a new owner. So the new owner wants Republican. He got 28 different stores, and he wants Republican to pick up all their solid waste because that's what they want to do. And then with them alone, that's $2,500 a month just for that one business. So they almost probably like $30,000 a year just for one business.
One business, right.
Yeah. So
and I'm sure that their price is no different.
I did a little research on that too. And what they do for one pickup, like just say you have an 8-yard container, they charge $130 for one pickup.
Uh-huh.
What they do after that is, if you want another pickup that month, they're going to take $10 off, so it'll be $120 for the second pickup. And then the third pickup will be $110. In reality, when we do ours, it just says $130. If we want a second pickup, we charge $130.
Right.
So that's why.
Right.
That's how West Pro doing theirs.
Okay.
But we're gonna get something in place where we actually charge them put a permit fee plus a franchise fee for each business that wants to actually get that.
So what do we have in place now? Nothing. Okay.
In place.
Nothing in place. Okay.
That's what we want to look at. Because like I say, we lost $52,000 in revenue off the business. You look on the back page that we lost because of Waste Pro and Republican.
Mm-hmm. All down there.
And as you see, our sales tax going down and down. We can't keep losing revenue.
Correct.
We got to do something to fix this.
That's what we're going to do. We're going to get a procedure in place where we actually, once we get it in place, we're going to go to these vendors, Waste Pro and Republic, and let them know there has to be a fee for the permit and plus a franchise fee they have to pay.
Any question, President?
All right. I'm sorry, Mr. Fire. I didn't see you.
No, I thought that the city had a policy where that they pay for trash pickup and garbage pickup, regardless of who they use. They still have to pay that fee.
Not commercial. I know residential is in the bill, but not commercial.
Not commercial. Okay.
Right. And that's the thing about it. In the city, you can't hire private.
Correct.
So we want to do that commercial too. Residential, you can't go and hire somebody to pick up your garbage.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's basically, we want that ordinance to say the same thing.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's it. No question.
Or if not, they got to pay a franchise fee, right?
Correct.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Mr. President, one question, Mr. Green. So these are the reasons they stated for in and out service. You said the McDonald's was the last one we lost. That was January 7, 2026. We lost both of them pickup.
Yeah. Well, because they got a new ownership, and the new owner wanted Republican.
So did he come out and talk to you, or did he talk to anybody at all? He has
No,
not changed.
No, they ain't talking to anyone. We just found out about it when the bill came out. The new owner said, "Hey, we changed."
Was it our can they were using, or who can they were using at the time?
Republic. No, they were using ours at first.
Okay.
Then they went to Republican, but nobody notified us. We didn't know anything about it. So we were still picking up. They still using ours, but they had a Republican out there. From when I talked to them, the new owner said November 13th. That's when they switched over, but they didn't know about us or nothing. We had no idea about it, so we still billing them.
There should be some kind of communication though. If the business is going to change over, they should let at least come to the city and let us know. It's just a courtesy though.
They should, yeah. That's what they do. We had a form, but they didn't do it at all.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Jennings.
Is there a reason they would pay more to somebody else? Are we making sure, are we getting all the pickups that we're supposed to?
Yeah, we getting all the figures we're supposed to get.
I don't know why, if I was paying $2,000 at my house to pick it up and the city could do it for $1,000, I say, no, I'm staying with the $2,000. My wife run me off into the woods somewhere. But some reason, a business decision to pay more for the same kind of services is it's not a good business decision. There's something in there that
I think with Waste Pro, with some businesses want to use certain business, but with Waste Pro, when I did the research on them, they just an 8-yard dumpster, there's like one pickup $130. Same with ours, like the same thing. But if they want 2 pickups that week, they only charge. They take $10 off. They charge $120, and we're gonna still charge $130. So the number pickups, based on number
That
pickups.
$10 ain't, right.
Yeah, right.
It shouldn't make that much difference.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, that's another one. That's 2 ordinance, right?
Correct.
Okay. Thank you, Darwin.
All right.
Okay.
Mr. President, that's when we definitely get a hurt to enforce stuff.
Yeah.
That's revenue we lose.
That's revenue we losing. Just like,
interesting.
we were losing revenue on wastewater. There's a lot of things we need to fix, and that's one of them.
One more question.
Yes, sir.
It sounds like somebody was going around selling this.
Yep.
They had somebody going around knocking on
and I can promise you, if we don't put a stop to it, they're going to keep selling it.
Continue to do it.
They're going to continue to do
This
it.
is just
Right.
I never seen it.
Yeah,
like
I can promise you, you see 10 a day, months from now, you're going to see 20
Right.
businesses. Mm-hmm.
They got somebody out advertising their business.
Yeah.
Go on store.
Okay.
Thank you, President.
All right. Continue, Mayor.
The last thing I have, with all due respect, it warms my heart to see Sergeant May, as well as the 5 other individuals who are in attendance today. These gentlemen was injured in the December incident where Sergeant May was wounded.
Sergeant May, we'd like you to come to the podium, and the other 2 gentlemen to stand beside it.
Yes, sir.
It's 5, 6 and all.
6 on.
6 and all.
6 and all.
Mr. President,
We would like
now we got some fresh material in case I'll be.
Okay.
we would like Chief to say that we got plaques and everything.
Okay. Okay. Now, let us understand, Mayor, the other 4 gentlemen was in the line of fire too.
Yes, they were injured when the officer, the assailant was shooting. They were standing at the door.
Standing at the door.
And when they flee, they was injured in the process.
All right. Well, first of all, I'd like to say, you finished, man? Mm-hmm. I'd like to say to Sergeant May, it's a blessing to see you here.
Thank you, sir.
It's I want to say it's unfortunate, but it's not. You're here standing before us, and we thank you for your service. So on that, to the other gentlemen, your commitment, your dedication, putting your life in jeopardy.
Amen, President.
I thank you. I thank you for serving this community. Okay. Chief Lewis or Chief Simon, anything y'all want to say? Chief Gibson?
Chief
Leach, I'm sorry. Chief Leach.
Well, first of all, good evening. Appreciate y'all having us here. But yes, bittersweet moment. It's tragic of what happened, but a blessing that they're still here with us, especially Sergeant May after taking a bullet. But we really do appreciate you guys. I know I've been here a short time. And I've known some of you guys for a while now, and I've worked with you guys. Just appreciate your hard work, and thank you for everything that you do. And I know that doesn't pay back what you guys been through on that day, but hopefully we can stick together as a family, and we can all go forward and move on with this. But with that being said as well, we cannot do it with past administration of what we had, because I know with training with Captain Galvin, Lieutenant Captain Gibson, and of course, Deputy Chief Leach, with all the training that they had in the past, what makes you realize of how important it is with situations that occur, real quick on that aspect. So, like I said, it's a blessing to have y'all here, and I thank you guys for having them here.
Okay, and we thank you all. Thank you all again. All right, Mr. McCoy, want to present Sergeant May.
I'm going to let Chief do that, President.
You going to let Chief do that?
I will give Chief the honor to present that to Sergeant May.
He probably ain't healthy enough to carry that nickel basket yet.
Got a little weight to it.
Yeah, he ain't healthy enough to carry that, so he might have to ask one of his fellow officers so they help him again.
It's heavy.
But Chief Simon, present that to that fruit basket to Sergeant May.
Yes, sir.
He can't help it.
He can't carry that. Now and I think who has the plaques, Mayor?
Yeah, we have the plaques here.
Y'all have the plaques.
So what we're going to do is we're going to let Chief Leach present them.
Okay.
It means a lot more to me for them.
Okay. Chief Leach, we get your text. Thank you. Okay.
Okay. We decided to do plaques for everyone. We got one that's missing. He had an accident and broke his wrist, so he said he's on the way, but he's not here yet. So he's not here. He was out there too. So we got plaques for everyone, but we got a special one for you. This is in recognition of even after you got injured, you still continue to fight.
All right.
Appreciate that.
Thanks a lot.
And I truly.
Thank you.
All right.
I just like to add also to Sergeant May that I actually was at work that night. And actually to hear that call and to actually get there, I don't have black foot, but to actually be there to see Officer May, Sergeant May in training. And what I'm saying in training is that when I approached him, I saw that he was wounded and he was still trying to actively secure the scene. So it's very emotional for us, for him to still be in the fight, even though he was injured, and me trying to get him out of the area. It meant so much to us as far as training. You guys just don't know, to see him still fight. So we appreciate you, Sergeant May, and we will never, never forget your dedication. Thank you.
Thank you.
is for you, Officer Hernandez, for your dedication during the gunfight.
Just read it out. The plaque reads, in recognition of their valor on December the 22nd, 2025, during a significant event that potentially threatened the safety and well-being of citizens. He performed an act of exceptional bravery, placing himself at grave risk to protect the innocent lives, exhibiting profound commitment and presence of the mind in face of extreme danger. And that one was presented to Officer Domingo Hernandez. And this one
is for you, Lieutenant Newton. Appreciate you. Okay, this one for you, Officer Hollis Myron. Thank you for your
And we cannot leave out our very, very new guys that were on scene with little to no training. It also means very a lot to us as well for these guys to have only been on the job for about 2 days.
This was his
second day on the job.
Oh, really?
Second day working when he encountered this, so I really appreciate your commitment.
Amen.
Facing that, because I've been here almost 27 years. And had faith and hope I don't.
It takes a special kind of person to do you all's job. To Lieutenant, to lead these young men, we thank you.
Amen.
For and I know you was there leading these people, you and the sergeant leading these young men.
Amen.
So to grow them and to put their lives on the line daily, we appreciate that. And I just want to let you all know that. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
What's the gentleman's name here?
Oh, Patrick Jackson Jr. How long has he been? He had been here maybe a week when it happened. About a week. Okay, he had been here maybe a week. He tried to get here, so he may come before the meeting is over.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank y'all much. Mayor. Okay.
President.
Yes, sir, Mr. McCoy.
Oh,
I forgot.
Not get the refreshment,
Mr. McCoy got refreshments for you all in the conference room. So y'all can stop and get some refreshment. Thank you, Mr. McCoy.
To pick up some chicken wings coming too.
You got some chicken wings coming?
Yeah. So
Okay. Don't y'all go. He said he got chicken wings coming. All right, Mayor, thank you for that report. And thank you for having your officers come share that experience with us. Okay. Public agenda, we have April Hopkins and Darlene Burrows. Do we have anybody from Aflac Insurance here? Nobody?
I'm trying to come.
Oh, you trying to come? Okay.
One-way street up
Good afternoon. How are y'all doing?
Hey, good folks.
Want to thank you all on the council for having us today. I thought I wasn't going to be able to speak after that right there because I do a lot of cities, and Aflac just come out with a line of duty rider that you can put on that accident. And, you know, that right there, that's what I love to do, is to help people. And that right there just really, I know what we could do for them. So we're here to talk with y'all about Aflac and offering it to the city. I've been with Aflac 12 years. I am a district sales coordinator. Things that we can offer to your people are accident. We have a guaranteed issue life, has living benefits, and then restores the death benefit once they pay that out. We have accident, critical illness, and short-term disability. The cancer policy, we cover children at no cost until they're 26. So I think that's a huge thing. They can cover just themselves, their family, however they want to do it. But what we are here for, we would love to be able to serve your people.
So this is an add-on to what insurance we already have?
Yes, sir.
So
what do y'all, I'm not sure what y'all offer right now.
Okay. Well, we with Blue Cross Blue Shield right now.
So just your health insurance.
Right.
Okay. Do y'all have dental and vision? Yes. Okay. Yeah.
I'm thinking we do, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yes, this is all supplemental. We pay directly to the policyholder.
Mm-hmm.
We don't pay to hospitals or doctors because we're here just like Sergeant May. You know, him being shot, that's $10,000 not to count what the accident policy pays. And that's life-changing for people. Heart attack and stroke is really major. I don't know if y'all see a lot of that here in your city, but, you know, every claim I've ever filed on that personally is paid out over $23,000. And you're talking about a policy that might cost somebody $4 a week.
Okay. This is what I would suggest on your Aflac policy, if it's all right with the mayor, to get with probably our HR director and let us get out the information to the employees.
Okay.
And get her familiar with it because she handles most of the insurance, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
Or y'all, I guess y'all will decide on that later though, right?
Well, get with Leslie.
Okay.
And Leslie and the mayor will present it to us.
Okay.
And we will definitely decide.
Okay.
You know, I mean, if it's voluntary per employee.
It is voluntary.
So it's up to the employee.
Right.
Right. So, I mean, it's not a problem then. If an employee wants it and you all offering it and they want additional insurance, I don't see the problem.
Okay.
You know, definitely. I you know, the more we can offer our employees, the better, especially if it's voluntary.
And I want y'all to know something else with Aflac. If they retire or leave the city, they can take it with them and keep it at the same price.
Okay.
We do bill in the arrears to our companies. That way they're not ever stuck with somebody's payment. Mm-hmm. But they're able to sign up what we call Aflac Always. Mm-hmm. That keeps them from having to pay any back premiums to lose their policies. Okay. People normally don't keep them because they can't afford to spend the back premiums to be able to keep their policies. With Aflac Always, it costs $0 for them to sign up for that, and they're able to keep their policies.
Okay, that's the duck, right?
That is the duck.
That's the duck.
Awesome.
Okay.
They do say Aflac.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you so much. You want pink or?
And Dion.
Yeah, so Aflac is also, just so y'all know, just partnered with the the American Cancer Society. So if somebody has a Aflac cancer policy, they get way more benefits through the American Cancer Society.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. You're welcome.
He doesn't make a noise.
It does. You just, yes.
Hey, how do
Okay.
Do you all have any questions for us?
Can I have another, please?
You want another one?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
I got 6 grandsons.
Oh, you want 5 more?
No,
Oh, it ain't working.
Okay. Get one to you.
Sounds like you're screaming at each other.
Mash it on that.
You gotta have the right touch, y'all.
Yes, sir. Do y'all have any questions for me as far as Aflac goes? We do take care of everything.
Like I said, explain everything to Leslie and she'll get back with us.
Okay, well, thank y'all so much for your time today.
Appreciate y'all, okay?
You're welcome.
All right. All right. Attorney Dorsey, you have an appointment in the near future? Ms. Dorsey, you have an appointment? You in a hurry?
Oh, no, no.
Okay, all right. Reason I say that, I want to go and I see Mr. Geary is here. I know he's a busy man, and I don't want to put him at the end of the thing. And our 2 election commission appointees are here, and I know they got things to do, and I appreciate their efforts. So if the council don't mind, I want to go ahead and where's Mr. McCoy go? And let's get to that. Mayor, as far as the election we got coming up, all right, from what he explained to me, we don't have a certified person to run the election. Linda is our certified person, Linda Osborne. being that she is out, she's back.
Our certification ran out though. I think they said you had to be within a year, and we got certified last December.
Okay.
So it's barely out.
So we don't have certification. Nobody certified to run it. I'm sure Miss Williams Harris will be working on this, getting everybody certified in the near future. So, but anyway, Mr. Gary has volunteered. Not volunteered, I take that back. Reverend Gary have offered to do this election. Of course, not volunteering. Right. He, ain't none of them going to be. And we're in a position where we need to consider that. And that's why he is here. And I think Mayor Cox has put his contract in the thing. And if anybody got any question, ask Mayor Cox or Mr. Gary what they think about his price or his contract to do this election. Any questions?
Well, man, this is the first time I'm seeing it, so I don't know.
Okay.
Mr. President, so Mr. Gary, come to the podium. Gary, ask you a question about the election night. Which since last year we had our election going on about the total price. That's a hard off per hour, Mr. Gary. How you figuring that there?
Yes, sir.
How you figuring that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you figure 42 hours will have to spend time to do the election?
Yes, sir. Because well, first of all, good afternoon, everybody. Happy New Year, everybody. Yes, sir. So that's pretty much simply with the building of the ballot itself.
Okay.
That consists of the LNA training, which is the logistic and the accuracy test. That we have to have a tech to ensure that every machine, in this case, on a couple machines, have the zero tally tape to it that be posted for public review. We also send that publication to the Commonwealth, have them to run it a week before we actually do the testing itself. So it's open to the public. Let them know the last time y'all had it at the courthouse.
Right.
Absolutely accessible, more space, more room, public place. And the same thing we'll do the night of the election, just like we have to do the thumb drive in, just like we was helping assist. So it's no one-man show. This is just a collaboration of working together. This is still a municipal race.
Right.
Miss, your clerk here have access to it. So we've extended our services if needed and technical assistance and giving things that have to be done. So it's just kind of like a one-stop shop.
Okay.
So from the billing of it, from the ballots, and then we are able to print ballots on demand. So you have a date of January 28th, I think, being the deadline to qualify. We've already begun to get papers that's been certified here to ensure that because it's a non-partisan race, it's a special rate regardless of party. No parties, just nonpartisan. Okay. And we have the ability to go in our SIM system to verify that you have 50 or more active voters.
Okay.
And that's the thing that qualifies. So we've already working, to do it. I mean, so it doesn't take the buy-in for the city for us to help and give assistance. That's why we're here, sir.
That's why you're okay.
That's right. So we don't have a sale. We're just offering an assistance, but we do have the ability to help through this period of transition. And that's why we was offering, and I just made a conscious decision to come back to let you all know what was available. And if you had any additional questions, like we did in the previous election, we've been supportive, and we thank you all for what you all have done in the past. And we've had no problem with it. So we're just lending our hand as another extension of what you all do to ensure that this process is seamless as it relates to the election.
Okay.
Well, thank you, Mr. Gary. President, I have a question.
Okay.
Okay. So we went through that last election, and I remember we went through him. You did all the things you said you're going to do.
Yes,
but my question now is that if you don't have no one certified, is he'll be able to assist with someone and help in the office? How they going to work? If you had say it again, because last time I was one was during the election, right?
We were certified.
So you saying she can't do that now?
We were certified a year ago in December, and supposedly your certification ends after 1 year.
Okay.
And you don't necessarily now have to be certified, but if you have any challenges, you may face an issue. And we were just trying to dot all I's and cross all T's.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? You know. So if somebody challenged it, it could be an issue in court.
Okay.
But by law, we can have the election.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Okay. But if it being challenged, we might have an issue.
Okay, cause I want to make sure I understood what he doing. Cause I know what he's gonna do. The same thing he did last year. When my election, I just want to make sure we're not adding different.
Right.
I got it. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Now let me ask this, Vicky.
Yes, sir.
How many people have qualified thus far?
I've only actually taken in one.
So if one person only qualifies,
we don't have to have
an election. Right.
I do know.
2. Oh, Ms. Collins said 2. Ms. Collins said 2. So there is going to be an election now.
It's an election there.
Yeah, it's an election. Okay.
And we've had a total of 4 interested persons to come by, but because we're not handling, we've directed them to come to the city with this municipal race.
Okay.
And so, they're just going to stop there naturally because it's just a natural flow of election that they think about. But we told them that it's a city election, municipal election, and you must come to the city hall.
Okay.
So we directed the right place.
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it, man.
Oh, yes. So we appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
But President, we know that his office capable of handling it for us.
Okay.
I need something to the council.
Okay.
I'm so glad that Superintendent Pulley came in. He did give us a invitation for the groundbreaking, which is Friday, January 23rd at 2 p.m. On Cypress Avenue across from the Highway Patrol office.
I want Superintendent Pulley to come up and invite us himself.
Yes, sir. They walked into that Greenwood there, man.
I want him to come up himself.
Good afternoon.
Hey, your mom would call me. I got that flash drive for our house.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you, Dr. Everybody has their invite.
Thank you.
That's all right. Thank you. We certainly invite all the mayor and city council out as we break ground on a project that hasn't been easy, but we certainly appreciate your support. As it stands now, rain, sleet, or snow, we intend to go on with the groundbreaking. So we would appreciate each of you all being there.
Okay. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right. I'm on. Before we get to the dilapidated houses, I would like to go on and do the amended resolution. Okay. If that's all right with the council, and explain it. If any question, now it reads a resolution appointing interim municipality election commissioner for limited purpose of conducting a special election for council member for Ward 6. Any question? Interim special election. And I want to thank Mr. Tanner and Mr. Carpenter for volunteering their service. Okay?
How long does interim last?
Just for this election.
Okay.
Just for this election.
Certified, right?
Yeah, just for this election.
But President, let me add to that, President. I think these two here are well qualified to able to do it.
Oh, yes.
These two years. I've been knowing them a long time. Good job with election now.
They look nice.
They qualified. They're able to do it.
And Miss Givens also is well qualified.
Yeah, she's from Ward 7.
She's from Ward 7. Okay.
I've known those two young men just about all their life.
Mr.
Carpenter, I've known him since he was a child. And Mr. Tanner, I taught him. Like 7th and 8th grade. Yeah, wow. So I've known him forever.
Oh, you're old.
We both are.
All right. We're moving right along. If no, to get these people on their way, if no further comments, Chair entertain a motion.
I make that motion, President.
Second.
Motion been made and been properly seconded. Any further? All in favor, right hand, please. Pose the same sign. Thank you all, folks, for coming.
Thank y'all.
All right, thank you, Mr. Tanner, Mr. Carpenter. We appreciate y'all. Okay.
Thank y'all for being willing to serve.
Okay.
Thank y'all, man.
Okay. All righty. Attorney Joyce, I'm sorry. I appreciate that. Your patience, Attorney.
We got some food next door, guys. A chicken wing or something. Something to drink.
Marvin on the clock, so I ain't worried about Marvin. So
we can do all this in the park. We can.
Please do, because I don't have my glasses and I can barely see.
You need borrow some?
Probably not gonna work that. All
We just have request to send notices for the second meeting in February.
No, that's it.
That's it.
No, man. If I know that was all, I don't let y'all been on out of here. My bad. I thought all this was.
But on the 17th.
It's gonna be different, huh?
It's gonna be different.
Okay.
All right, President.
Okay. Chair, entertain a motion.
I so move, President.
Second. Motion made in second. All in favor? Pose the same sign. Motion carried. Thank y'all much.
Let it roll, President.
Okay. Let's let it roll. Okay. All right, nothing under number 4. Number 5, routine items agenda. We have the consent agenda. Any question today under the consent agenda?
I so move, taking the block, President.
All right, thank you. Chair entertain a second.
Second.
Motion been made and been second. All in favor, right hand. Opposed, the same sign. Motion carried. All righty. Number B, routine items agenda. I can explain it. I had a personal conversation with the interim CEO about this. But if anybody got any question, and I think Cox went to the meeting, didn't you? Okay. A resolution of the city council of Greenwood, Mississippi, authorizing that Greenwood LaFleur Hospital seek legislative authority to file Chapter 9 bankruptcy. Okay. This is a contingency plan. This is nothing that we plan to do. It's just going to be a plan, probably a plan B or C.
Just have it in place.
We're still working with the governor, his staff, and the Department of Human Services, I think, or Medicaid, or whatever, one of them, about, we know that the money is owed. All we're trying to do is put a plan in place to pay them. Right. And hopefully that plan gets in place through legal matters or through negotiations. But either way, we're trying to have a backup plan to pay funds that was given to us that they want back.
Right.
Okay. Medicaid funds. Johnny.
No help from Washington, from any of our legislative people. You know, this is a section of their legislative district.
Yeah.
You know,
but I will say this: this is not a United States issue. This is a state of Mississippi.
But if this happens, you know, to get some help from Washington, you know, I think rule was established out of a thing from Washington.
I would think if we're going to start at the top with this, we would start with Tate Reeves, the governor, and his staff.
A lot of people in this county.
Yeah, Washington can make phone calls, but it's still going to be a stroke of the pen by Tate Reeves. You see what I'm saying? Washington would have to make phone calls to help endorse this, but it's still going to come down from the state on down.
I know I can go to Jackson any hospital I want to, and but there's a lot of people in this town that can't.
Yeah, so understood. That's why we putting this in contingency plan in case that has to happen. Mr. McCoy.
Well, President, you know, since they overpaid us in the Medicaid,
right?
Seemed like to me they'd be able to work with us. Okay?
Exactly. You would think
it wasn't our fault.
It wasn't our fault.
They sent the money to us, and not all over Mississippi. They gave it to us. It was other municipalities.
Yeah,
they overpaid. So it's like me they be able to work with us. What's our time frame on it before we know something from on this Medicaid thing?
I guess it's a pretty good while.
Yeah. Right now, if I'm not mistaken, it went to court and they ruled in our favor. Okay. We had to take them to court.
Okay. I remember
that's right. Yeah. They ruled in our favor. So we may get the time. But if they appeal it properly and we lose, we need plan.
They better not.
Okay.
Plan B.
Well, never get the money back then.
Well, they're going to get it because we admitted to owing it.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's the fault on them.
Yeah.
Not on
us. Yeah. They, you know, and by no means we're saying we're not going to pay them back.
Yes, sir.
We're going to pay them every dime back. We just want to pay at a reasonable time in installments now.
And that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Reasonable time in installment.
With what we was doing and the Medicaid expansion that we received from the federal government, it was looking up for us.
Mm-hmm.
Then came the big, beautiful bill.
Yeah, I know.
And now it's looking down. So you're just going to have to wait and see.
And I just wanted to say, you know, a lot of the citizens are going to hear, well, our hospital is going bankrupt. And that's not it.
That's not true.
Chapter 9 is just like a business can file Chapter 11, and it's a reorganization. Chapter 9 bankruptcy is for governmental entities, and it's a reorganization of obligations and debts. It gives you some breathing room from your creditors, and it'll allow them to pay back and continue to provide services.
And I don't want to call any names, but this idea comes from a high-ranking state official.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know, it comes from a high-ranking state official.
Right. I would say to everybody, too, if you go out in the streets, it's going to get out to where they're going to file for bankruptcy.
Yeah.
That needs to nip in the bud right here. As
I'm sure the Commonwealth got our back.
And but President, that's why attorney just explained his data. If the Commonwealth messed up on the Commonwealth, he just explained to them what it's all about.
Yeah.
So we just want to take it and run with it in the street out there. And we can talk about them.
And of course, this got to be passed by the county too.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, sir. So now, if with all hearts and minds clear, chair entertain a motion.
I so move, President.
Motion been made and been seconded. All in favor? Right hand. Opposed, the same sign. Motion carried. Okay. Today we have nothing on the study agenda. Anything else to come before the council?
Well, President, attorney, will you have the information for us next meeting on the analyzation, saying where we at?
And I was going to give, they had until January 18th, which I think fell on the weekend, to appeal. They have appealed. They appeal Friday.
They appeal Friday.
Yep.
So what will go with?
It'll either go to the Supreme Court, and they may kick it to the Court of Appeals. The attorneys will submit briefs. It's only on what was in the record, no new information. And it's really just a factual determination. Did the judge make an error? Did the judge apply the law correctly? And it's a very thorough opinion that the chancellor gave. It's about 46 pages long, and there are 12 indices that the Supreme Court has set forth of whether it's appropriate and reasonable to annex, and she clicked off every single one, discussed them at length, and found in favor of the city on, for instance, can the city provide services, fire, police protection, et cetera, and she found yes on everything. So it's an uphill road for them to win on appeal, but we have to go through the process. So we'll handle it.
Thank you, Attorney.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Attorney, on Dr. Martha Pulley, the Attorney General, what's the status on that?
And I think I shared with Mr. Stevenson and the mayor. So the mayor cannot renominate, but the city council on their own motion can bring back a nominee on their own.
Okay.
And it basically is in line with that previous, I can't remember the year, 2000 Attorney General's opinion.
Okay.
I think that's correct.
Okay. Well, I would think that would be something we may discuss once we have a new council person. Remember the last time it did end in a tie?
Yeah.
And I guess to avoid that again, we're probably going to need an odd number.
Where is it?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
President.
Okay, new guy.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I mean the other guy. Sit over there. He hurt his wrist and on duty?
No, sir.
No,
he just dressed
up.
Okay, got you. Okay. Yes, sir. Introduce yourself.
How you doing, everybody? My name is Patrick M. Jackson Jr. I'm one of the officers here in Greenwood. Well, I'm from Lexington, but I felt it was needed for me to come up here.
What?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, again, we have already thanked your fellow officers, and we want to thank you too for your service.
Thank you.
And we appreciate your dedication and all that to the city. And I think they're going to present you with a plaque. Chief Leach wants to present you with a plaque.
To Officer Patrick Jackson Jr. in recognition of his valor on December 22nd, 2025, during a significant event that potentially threatened the safety and well-being of citizens. He performed an act of exceptional bravery, placing himself in grave risk to protect innocent lives, exhibiting profound commitment and presence of mind in the face of extreme danger. This is from us to you for your valor.
Well, thank you, sir. We appreciate it. Okay, keep up the good work. Okay, the wings came yet, McCoy?
Wings maybe gone.
Maybe gone.
We got a police force over there, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to leave, brother.
Okay. All right. If nothing else come before the council.
We got some cake problems.
Yeah, you got some.
What about Wayne?
Can I just say something real quick?
Yes, ma'am.
Just an invitation. We're having our next exhibit opening on Thursday. Preview party, so food, drinks, y'all all invited.
Thursday?
Thursday.
What time?
5:30.
5:30, okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Ms. Lisa.
Thank you, man.
Okay. All right. Anything else come for the council?
Well, President, and also let me announce, President, I'm running for second vice president in MSL, okay?
Okay.
Let me put that out there.
All right. All right.
MSL. My paperwork has already been submitted, so I need y'all guys' prayers, man. I think it's only 2 of us in that's running so far.
It's 2?
I need your prayers in you, brother. Both of them, but you can't get one vote for Greenwood, okay? So as we go out to our summertime session, the voting process will begin then.
We got you.
That's awesome.
I'm ready to go to work.
If I win, it'll be the first city council that ever been president.
Yeah. I'm ready to go to work.
Feel good back.
Yes, sir.
Boy, it's going to take a lot of fruit back to get that
I'm ready to go to work.
A lot of get given away from marketplace.
You got to get a zone truck. How much that going to cost me?
Look, I give you a bill.
That's exciting.
I'm going to start back.
More $20 for a teenage daughter. And they join it.
I see Chief McDowell. You've been quiet back there, Chief.
Yes, sir. I heard everything.
You heard everything? Yeah. All right. Okay.
Let's go home, President. And maybe I'll wing love, President. I don't know.
How you doing, Papa Dwight? Pop, you doing all right?
I'm doing good.
Pop's doing good. Okay, let's go home, Mr. McCoy.